tuned in to the Keetria Show and listening to SOB, Style of Business, the podcast with your host, Keetria. We aim to highlight the ongoing trek of entrepreneurs and business owners from around the globe, featuring stories that recount their struggles, experiences, and inevitable road to success and self-fulfillment. Welcome to SOB.
This episode is supported by the wonderful creators of Gratitude Plus app, the app that helps you cultivate a daily practice of gratitude. What are you grateful for today? You can download the app now at the App Store or by visiting gratitudeplusapp.com/style of business. Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for checking out another hot episode of SOB Style of Business, the podcast. This is your host, Keetria, and today I have a phenomenal lyricist, artist, entertainer, creative, just a special guest on the line with us today by the name of Rikkardo, who's going to be chatting with us about his upcoming music, upcoming EP, or the new music rather, upcoming EP, the Brooklyn drill scene, which is hot right now off the charts, and also just a lot of the different moves he's making and the things that he's doing as an independent artist. So there's a lot of good things happening. I'm going to let him share that a little bit later in the interview. But before we get started, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to my girl Rikkardo Barty over at Grunge Cake, who set this up for us and made it happen. Despite everything that's going on, we're still able to keep the good content coming with the show, and so definitely happy about this one. And with that being said, I want to hand it over to Rikkardo, let him just drop his introduction, and then we will move forward with the interview. So without further ado, Ricky, what's up? How's everything going? Drop that introduction for us, and we will roll right through.
Man, you know how we carry it, man. It's Rikkardo, New York City. You know what I mean? We turning up right now. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. You know, we working. I'm in the studio right now as we speak, so, you know, the work never stops, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there that's working hard through this corona, this quarantine. You know what I mean? Sooner than later, it's all going to finish if we're going to get back to regularly scheduled programming, man. You know what I mean?
We are trying to.
Rikkardo, New York City, Flatbush. What's up, man? Brooklyn, what's up, man?
What is up? Just the introduction gets me hyped. You know, just the introduction and the energy that you bring definitely does create that hypeness, you know, kind of, and I'm so excited to be talking about some of the things that you're doing, because like right now we have like the Brooklyn drill, which to me I wasn't familiar with that style of rap, but so we'll be talking about that here in a bit. But before we jump into that, just take a couple of minutes. I want to figure out, like, how did you, because when I was introduced to you, which was just a couple of weeks ago or whatever, like, I was like, man, this guy, you sound like somebody who has been doing this for a while. Like, not only with the, you know, because when you hear music, the first thing people listen to sometimes is you get the sound, the beat. But then when I started listening to like the lyrical content of what you were saying and some of the things that you were getting across in your records, like it's like, man, this guy has been doing this for a while, because you have to take some time to put together some stuff. I mean, there's a difference between just kind of saying things and taking your time to write and create the content so that you're able to tell a story. So tell us, like, you know, how did you get started? Like, what are some of your inspirations and influences, and when did you know, like, okay, I definitely want to pursue my career in the industry?
All right, well, I've been rapping. I always had a thing for words since I was little. You know what I'm saying? Since school and all that, you know, so as I got older and everything like that, like, it just was something that just kept getting heavier and heavier as a passion. And when I was like around high school, I linked up with my guys, you know, Willpower Entertainment, and they got a studio in the whole situation in Brooklyn. And, you know, we was just working, and, you know, I built my craft and got nice and kept working on my craft and stuff like that. And we just kept, you know, pushing. And then from that point, like, we started that point, we had nobody, we had no help, nothing like that, till where we at now, you know what I mean? And we still don't really, like, you know, we don't look for handouts, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the hands come out, it's organically, you know what I mean? So we just, like, keep working until the right people see it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we've been working, rapping. I done been in all types of ciphers, all types of everything. Like, I done rapped almost every block in Brooklyn. So, like, I done performed at almost every club in Brooklyn, in the city, in Queens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Showcases, all that type of shit. I put in the work. So, like, you know, the footwork. So it ain't just like peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we work for this.
Exactly. And I know you're from the Flatbush area. So tell us, like, because there's different types of music. That's, you know, you know, if you come to the South, you know, you got the hip hop artists that are in Atlanta, and you got people that are in Houston. And so there's always a different sound. But even in New York, like, you know, you have, you know, like you said, you're in Brooklyn, you have the Queens area, the Flatbush, like all those different areas. Like, how do you determine those different sounds? Like, how is everybody's sound different? Because you can say, okay, yeah, East Coast artist, but everybody has their own sound.
It really depends on like the crowd you with, and like your upbringing, and like what you do outside of music. You know what I'm saying? So like that really like dictates like what you're doing like with the music. So it's not only drill rappers out here in the city. Like you got some rappers that's like super backpack, you know, that like make like, you know, like the groovier beats, like, you know, like that type of, you know, like energy, like more vibey type of music on that type of wave. You know what I mean? And that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? Like we fuck with them, we support them. You know what I mean? Like you got your other artists out here that don't do drill music, that's coming from New York, like the Jay Critches and them. You know what I'm saying? That we fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But they're not running to the drill sound because that wasn't them. You feel me? So
yeah, it
just is what it is. You got to respect it. You know what I mean? And we know when somebody's faking it and forcing it, and we know when, you know what I mean, it's organic and it's just real.
And it's real, right? And I that kind of brings me to this next question, because I was like, okay, you know, when it's something that's organic and you're doing it because that's the sound that you were brought up on, or that's something that your environment has created. Like, how do you? Well, first of all, let me take a step back. For those people that don't understand, or they're not familiar with Brooklyn drill, describe that sound to us real quick.
It's like it's gritty, it's dark, but at the same time, it's make you turn up. Like all you want to do is just dance. You want to bust your little dance to it. It just make you want to ride on the highway for an hour without stopping. You know what I'm saying? You get turned up. You know what I mean? Like you don't care what's going on. Like for the moment, whatever was going on, like you just in a different type of mind frame for that moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the beats is knocking, it's a heavy drop. You know what I'm saying? All you want to do is put your hand in the sky, put a hand on the hip, and just start busting that wave. You know how Favi and them be doing. You know how the gang do.
The way, yeah. I was just telling you and I'm a jump ahead real quick, because that track you got, that War With Us, that's a hot, heavy track, and I can't wait to discuss that. So I know what you're talking about. I know when I heard it, I know the way I reacted. Like it was like, oh wow, who says that? You know, I gotta grab that. So what makes that different though? Like what makes that different from other forms of rap that are in the area?
It's like it's really about like I said, man. It's just organic. Like people just gotta feel it. Like the beat gotta be hard. And then, like, your story got to be amazing. Like, whoever you are, like, people got to kind of know about you, like, who you are. Probably heard a story or something about you for it to make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? For them to want to hear that realness come from you. You know what I'm saying? Or hear that genre period come from you, because it's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't explain it. It's just what was set forth. You know what I'm saying? It's how it was carried on. So like, right now, like, the sound is just running everything, because it's like, it's just what's hot. You know, in New York, when something is hot, it's just hot. It's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? You can't explain it. Like when yo-yos was hot, when Pokemon cards was hot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the trends,
you know what I mean? You don't know why it's so hot, but this shit is just hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And right now the energy, I think it's really about energy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's energy is like, is at maximum when that type of music is being played, and those beats is being played, and those drops is being hit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, and right now is really the perfect time for it. And speaking about the energy, I want to talk about some of the success that you've seen. I mean, especially with, I know you have the EP coming out, which we'll dab a little bit into that. But let's talk about the single. So you have War With Us. I've seen some of the video footage that you have, and even like this morning, you were kind of teasing some stuff in the studio with I think one of your, is it a label mate that y'all were talking about putting out something else?
That's my homeboy. That's my homeboy.
Okay, so y'all got a lot of content that's coming out, but I know, like, for right now, War With Us has just reached, like, I know it's trending on Apple Music. I know Spotify, Tidal just picked it up. There's a lot of outlets who have picked it up, and people are hopping onto it. Tell us a little bit about War With Us and how that tune was crafted.
Well, it was crafted between, like, all right, we got, like, my boy, he had just came home from prison, from the whole GS9 indictment and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? He stood 10 toes down. He came home and everything. He had recently came home, and we had got connected to through, we had been kind of knew who each other was, but our mutual friend, you know what I'm saying? We had a mutual friend that was like, yo, you know, y'all just need to do music. Y'all need to make a song, man. And then, like, we was just in tune, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we was chilling. We've been chilling and shit like that, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, it was one day, like, I was just going through some beats that my boy sent me, my boy Tifo, shout out to Tifo, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just listening to the beat. I'm like, God damn, I hear me and my boy all over this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the type to wait. Like, I'm not going to be like, yo, let's do this right and left. So I just went in the booth, and I just boom, boom, boom. And I was like, yo, here. You feel me, bro? Like, yo, look, you feel me? He's like, yo, this shit crazy. And he just came. He didn't even tell me. He like, yo, where you at? Pulled up on the studio, latest verse. Shit was monumental. You feel me? And from there, it was just so organic. Everybody that kept coming in and see what was going on seemed like how it just came from nothing. We made it from actually nothing, you know what I'm saying, to hear the song. And it was just like amazing, you know what I'm saying? So like everybody's just into the vibe and everybody love the energy and everybody jacking it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Boy Low too, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Man, you create these crazy hooks. Like I you know, for when I War With Us was one thing, but then I kind of went back in time and checked out some of your earlier stuff. You know, and I know the piece when you were featured in Source, so I had, you know, I had an idea of what your lyrical caliber was, like as far as a emerging act at that time. But even like some of the more recent stuff, the hooks alone can make it. You know, like the types of time and the types of things that you're doing in that regard. I mean, you know, because sometimes your hook can make or break the track. You know, if you're not if it doesn't flow well, yeah. So I definitely love that. Yeah, I definitely love that. I love what I'm hearing. Okay, and so just to I want to kind of be a little bit nosy and kind of dig into like some of your musical influences. Okay, so you have a sound. I mean, definitely it's unique to what you guys are doing in the industry and in regards to like the Brooklyn drill. But like, who are some of your influences? Like, who were you listening to when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, like it was a lot. It was heavy Biggie. Like as a young dude, like I was into what I seen the older heads into, you know what I'm saying? Like the OGs and all that, what they was listening to, that's what I wanted to embody. So they was listening to Biggie. So I'm listening to Biggie, I'm listening to Hov, like listening to stuff that's far way beyond my time, like the wittiness and all that. That's how I got like it's pretty much like a part of me now because like I've been listening to it for so long. You know what I'm saying? Special Ed. I don't know if you know Special Ed.
Oh yeah, for
it's like
sure.
One of the hip hop pioneer. Yeah, that's the big bro. Yeah, it's like one of my mentors, like for real in real life. You know what I'm saying? So like people like that, like real lyricism, you know what I'm saying? That's where I was cut from. But then I was also cut from, you know, I got to go hang out with my homeboys. I can't be with the older homies all day. So like, of course I'm in tune with all the young shit and the bounce and the vibe music and the, we don't really care what you say, it's how you say it type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like just finding the medium of the two, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was what I was working on my craft for so much years, finding the medium of the two. And I just found the balance and it's just been like peaches and cream.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, and that advice or whatever information that you're getting as far as like having those types of connections is certainly worked this far, so that's definitely a good deal. And I'm just curious to know, like, as far as, like, to you, like, what makes a good song? Like, what makes it to where when you're, you know, writing and then you got the production for it and everything comes together, how do you know, like, that's a good one or maybe it's something you need to go back and rethink?
I'll break it down like this. Right?
Okay.
All right, so for a good song, right, you need a good beat. You need a good voice.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes your voice could be an instrument that the beat didn't have that makes it a hit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times somebody's voice, that how it sounds with the instruments, it's like a whole new sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds crazy. So the voice, the beat, the melody that you're using for the record, like, you know what I'm saying? It got to be a melody to me, like, that people could, like repeat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants a song that's too complicated either. Like, you know what I'm saying? True. Where you can't fucking repeat the shit or nothing like that, part of my French.
Yeah, no,
but like, yeah, like melody, beat, voice, and then I feel like, direction. Like, what is the song about? Like, what is it in? Like, what's the lane? Like, a lane. To me, lane, voice, beat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
That's really what it is. Because energy, I done seen people pop with no energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see people blow up with voices, they barely sound like they're trying. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say it's just like an energy. Like, you got to be jumping at them. Because there's people that rap like that too that don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about the record and like where you trying to reach. Like who's your who's your listeners? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who's interested? Who's tapped in? Like the beat. Like, can this beat get played in the club, or can this beat get played? Like, does this beat have replay value? So it's like, that's why I say it's like really the sound and like how it's put together. Because you don't have to be the best rapper to make a dope song, and then you could be the best rapper and make a trash song. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's those elements to me that make a hot song. You feel me? Especially this day and age right now.
Exactly. No, and I can tell you're a student of the industry, not only like, you know, hip hop or the music, but I mean, just for the fact that you're actually studying that, all right, the arrangement needs to go this way, or, you know, I need to tap into my audience, you know, because a lot of independent artists don't do that.
And notice I didn't say hooks either, because hooks is a big part. If you would have told me 5, I would have said hooks, but it's so crazy right now how it's going on that nowadays, sometimes you don't even need a hook. If your voice is right on that record and you flowed at the right BPM on the record, it's like the whole song is a hook. So it's like really just about the fucking voice, like, you know what I'm saying? And the beat, how hot it is, your direction, and your melody. And to me, that's really what it is.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's. I hope somebody's taking some notes, because that's definitely some good news for, especially for like aspiring artists who are, because sometimes people, you have artists that try to put together like a couple of hundred songs, hoping that one picks up, but really you just need that one that's going to be it for you. Which will get a lot of attention. So that goes a long way. All right, so that's good stuff. All right, so I want to talk to you a bit about, okay, so in the video, I noticed you have your custom gear and some things that are popping. I want to try to figure out, like, are you, in addition to like the music, are you actually launching a brand or a clothing line anytime soon? Because I saw you had like
I definitely am, but I'm gonna keep that under the wraps for now. I'm not gonna put too much details out on it yet, because like that's like my baby. Yeah. So like I don't want people to get all mixed up, like, oh, he's rapping, but then he wants to do this, a whole bunch of shit on my plate. But definitely look out for that. That's going to be coming real soon. It's funny that you asked that, because it's so crazy and so dope. But it's just like a surprise I'm going to have for everybody. And you're definitely going to be one of the first to know. Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm going to send you some stuff too. Like, I rock with you the long way. You know what I'm saying? But definitely look out for it. Rikkardo, we coming at all angles. And you know what I'm saying? When it's ready, it's ready. Because I'm not the type of person to be like, yeah, we doing this. And then, like, I had a plan, but like, I just told you. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. You want to fold it out.
Once it's official. Yeah, once everything's official, then I can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Sometimes you want to kind of keep things under wraps, but I couldn't help but notice the gear, because I was like, yeah, he's definitely finna cross over into fashion. Like, for like a little bit later, I'll let you drop your IG handle, but for like the people that are listening, like once you start kind of following what you're doing in addition to the music, I can tell that you are you have an eye for the fashion stuff too, which is cool, which is good. All right. Yeah, which is good. Got to cover all angles. So, Ricky, tell us a little bit about. Okay, so we have this situation now where everybody's quarantined pretty much, and we're in this state of isolation. Like, what are some of the things that you're doing to make sure that you are just kind of keeping your mindset and things like that going in a positive direction? Like, how do you keep a sound mind during this time?
During this time, I just like try to find like the stuff that I needed to be done that I couldn't get done when this quarantine wasn't happening, because it was so hectic and having to go outside and do everything. So now it's like I get to backtrack and deal with all the little things that, like, you know what I'm saying, I was supposed to deal with anyway, but like now I have the time to deal with it because other stuff isn't, you know what I mean? Other things aren't there. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, no, you
know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, and I know a lot of people are saying the same thing. Like, have you noticed any new creative sparks or anything like that? Like, as far as like your creation process, if anything else, have you developed or been able to create anything?
Well, like usually, like me and my engineer, like how we do it is like I don't really write. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people like saying that, but like my shit documented. Like people around me. Like I don't really like to write. I like to punch in. I'll like listen to a beat and I'll like think about some shit and I'll go in. And I'll chill, and I'll be like, all right, let me go back in again. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I build my records, it's really, like, organic like that. That's why, like, I could knock out, like, 3-4 records in a day because, like, I'm not sitting there, like, trying to bust my head to come up with the most complex bar. I just come up with the best bar. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's, like, it comes naturally instead of you having to sit there and doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I've been doing with the recording, knocking out a bunch of records, crazy. And then I tell people, like, I didn't write it, and they think I'm lying or I'm just, like, capping and shit like that. But you know, that's a good thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's always influences and things like that. And speaking of which, like, who are like some of the artists that you would like most like to collaborate with? Like, say for instance, if there was like one top hip hop artist or one top R&B artist, like who would you most like to collaborate with?
Like right now, like
like right now, shoot, like if you had to pick one of each,
like one of each, like for instance, like I ain't gonna lie, like Future need to come to Brooklyn and come fuck with the young boys. You know what I'm saying? To keep
Future.
It real, like Future's like Future's somebody that like he changed the sound of the game in a way that a lot of people don't give him credit for. You know what I'm saying? But like over here, we fucking Future heavy. And when Free Band Gang see what's going on, they see what Tom Ricky on. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to fuck with me, but definitely Future. Like I definitely do a song with Future because like Future's about vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not trying to like have a harder verse than you. He's not trying to like shit on you or nothing. Like he's just trying to have a great record, and whatever he could do to make the record great, he's gonna do. And like if you could do it, you could add on to that. So I'll definitely do a song with Future. You know what I'm saying? Future definitely. Yeah. And I definitely fuck with Thugger too. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with Young Thug.
Yeah, that's a good artist too. Yeah, I like Young Thug as well.
Yeah, how original he is, and he has no limits with the music. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just gonna try what he wants to try, and if it sounds good, it sounds good. So like, I like those type of artists. Like, you know what I mean? That's not afraid to try things. You know what I'm saying? On the beat. So like, I'll definitely fuck with Future. I fuck with Thug. And of course, everybody else. Like everybody from, I'll do songs with a lot of people. But you know, like that's just like, you know, you asked me specifically, so I just told you those two.
Yeah, would you ever do like a, like say for instance, if somebody wanted you to do like a commercial pop, you know, you see artists that start off with one particular genre and then they cross over into something a bit more commercial. Would you be open to doing like a more commercial? Oh,
of course, cause that's like where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole versatility was built on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have records like, oh man, like that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't like talking too much. You feel me? But like, yeah, I have all different types of rap, from Afro beats on anything you could think of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like a music soul child. That's how I see myself. But I let the people, you know, judge that when enough time is given.
Love it. All right, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have you back soon, Ricky Rikkardo. So before we wrap up, there's a couple of last things I want to add in. So tell us, like, what are you looking forward to doing most? Like, once the quarantine, they lift the isolation, all that stuff is over and done with. I'm
trying to hit that stage. I'm trying to perform. Go back to turning up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit up I'm trying to hit up all the shows, man. All the shows, man. Just putting out the brand, all the shows that fuck with us and that make sense and shit like that. We out there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We turning up. You know what I mean? We going crazy. We going viral every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we outside, man. I just want to go outside and have everybody outside so we can engage again. You know what I'm saying?
Love that.
That's the biggest part.
Love that. No, I'm there with you. And last thing before we officially wrap up, like, words of encouragement for other independent acts or aspiring artists who are like maybe in the same boat, or not in the same boat, but people that are trying to really find a way to make sure that they're heard, even though they can't do the live performances and things like that. Like, what are some of the things that you would tell them to do to kind of keep motivated?
To get their budget up and holler at Richard Dean.
Yeah. All right. We'll take it. We'll take that. We'll take that. That's Grudge Cake. Richard Dean over at Grudge Cake.
They holler at Grudge Cake, man. But just make sure y'all don't hit them with no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's what I'll tell them now. But for real, like, on top of that, like, just keep working, knocking out records, try new things that you never tried before. You know what I'm saying? If you always wanted to try a type of record and you just never wanted to do it because of the people that's around you, or you feel like people's gonna be like, what are you doing? Like, just don't listen to them. Try different shit and reach out to different people that you never reach out to. Stop acting like you're, I like to tell people, stop acting like you're more popular than what you are. Like, some people act like they're this popular person. They can't like a post. They can't leave a comment. Can't show love to somebody without, like, them feeling like the person has to show love back or comment back. And that type of mentality will fuck you up. You just got to be out there, show love. You know what I'm saying? Put your shit out. And the universe will take care. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Oh, man. I love that. Yeah, that's some inspiration 101. All right, guys. You have heard it from Mr. Ricky Rikkardo, Flatbush's own. Ricky, let us know where we can find you online, website, social media handles. If anybody wants to connect or just kind of follow your career, definitely make sure you drop that.
At Ricky Rikkardo on everything. Ricky Rikkardo is RICKYRIKKARDO. At Ricky Rikkardo. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on everything. I'm on all streaming platforms right now. Apple Music Tidal. Shout out to Apple Tidal for putting me on the New York playlist, and for and the viral hype playlist is crazy. We going up. You know what I'm saying? Just follow me on everything, man. Show love. If you look like you real and you showing love, I'm not a sucker. I'll follow back. I'll like a picture back. I'll watch your story. You know what I'm saying? I'll give my opinion on one of your questions. Like, I like that. Like, I'm real. That's why people fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So at Ricky Rikkardo, follow me. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune with what's going on. You know how I carry it. Saucy. You know what I'm saying? Dub P. You know the vibes, man.
Love it. All right, Ricky, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today. We definitely appreciate it and look forward to having you back soon. You take care.
And I appreciate it too. You heard? Have a nice day.
Thanks for hanging out with us here on SOB. We hope this episode has been resourceful. If you'd like to check out the latest articles or follow Keetria's website updates, just log on to Keetria.com or follow her on Twitter at KEETRIA.